Hi, my name is Jo, and I am a co-owner with my husband Ronald for Café Mojo up in Mundaring.
And my name is Ronald. I own the cafe together with my wife, and we're both active members of the Mundaring Chamber of Commerce as well.
Our goal is to increase capacity all the time. Everything that we work towards is working towards independence and increasing people's capacity.
And that goal is being discussed as well. So when we sit in the beginning of the process with the carer, we actually say, what is the goal? What would you like to achieve here? And we'll build on that goal in our processes and our procedures. So that way we're all prepared of what's coming our way. That's not only for us, that's for the candidates as well, of course.
Okay, so we have a couple of things that we have put in place over the years. One is an extended work experience opportunity so that we can build people's capacity with their support workers. The support workers are very much part of the Mojo team. So their name badges say Mojo Maker.
Mojo Maker.
So all of our badges say Mojo Makers, and then the support workers are Mojo Maker Makers. Identified certain jobs that the regular team wouldn't necessarily get to, but they're important to maintain the running of the business, and then allowed our team that have varying abilities to take up the ones that they're particularly good at. So you might have somebody that has a keen attention to detail, and then when they fill the fridges with the drinks, every single label is facing front. All of those very specific things are taken care of. And we also do things we do our learning in different modalities. So we've got photographs of exactly how tables need to look. We've got photographs of greeting a table with a smile. So everything is in picture form as well as in written documentation. In the scullery, everything is drawn up on the walls. So this is the way the procedure works. We also have a cartoon matrix of how all the roles interact with each other, so that people can actually watch a little movie of these little characters going, I'm the scullery person, and if I don't do my dishes nicely and cleanly, then the chef doesn't have plates to serve the customers.
So we explain to every candidate what part of the team they play a role in and what that impacts. Everybody is crucial in our team, everybody. And by explaining to them what that means in relationship to other people, they often understand what's expected from them. And that's important.
We also have quite a strong buddy system that we will work together with. So we're very conscious of who we put with one of our new team members that have varying abilities. And it's one of our questions that we do when we employ people. So we'll ask them if they have any experience or if they're comfortable working with people that have varying abilities, and if the answer is no, then they're not a Mojo Maker. If they're willing to learn or be open to it, absolutely fine. We work a lot with young people and people with varying abilities, so all of our senior teams need to be teachers and coaches and nurturers. We, in our interviews, we'll ask people how they like to be supported. Like if it's somebody that has an anxiety disorder or might have panic attacks, before they come into the workplace, we'll discuss with them what that looked like, how we will be able to identify that's happening for them, how we identify the early warning signs, and then how they like to deal with those situations. So do they need time out? Do they need somebody to talk them through it? And we sort of educate the team around identifying things before it becomes difficult.
And how to deal with it when it occurs.
And how to deal with it when it occurs. And also how to, when to call myself, because I am mostly the one that will deal with situations. So one of my cooks used to be a chef, and then she had a stroke, and basically took her 7 years to rehabilitate her body, and she came to us when she was ready to re-enter the workforce. It was quite important to her that she didn't use any support funds or anything like that, and so we worked together with her and her OT to build different features into her working practice that we could work around her cognitive deficits that were still present. And now we really have somebody, always goes above and beyond, way above and beyond, and I would be pretty confident that she will be loyal to our business for as long as we're here, and she's a real asset to the team.
And what's fantastic about that story is that we can see her progress.
Yes.
Almost on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Just little tasks which she does a little bit better, or remembers a little bit longer, or is a bit more consistent, but you can see the progress in what she's doing just by actually doing. Not talking about it, not making any plans, just actually doing it. So we put the support framework in place, but it's amazing to see her progress over time.
It's very rewarding.
It's fantastic.
So I guess it's also a little bit easier for us to employ people that have varying abilities, because we are accessible as a cafe. So we have ramp access, we have flat access to a number of our tables, we have disability accessible toilets. Community knows, like, if they have somebody that needs a quiet space, they can book tables that are specifically out of the way and quiet. We're also quite understanding as far as if people need to have specific dietary, like if they can't have, if they got liquid food, then they can bring it along. We're not going to say anything about that. Their carer or their friend, whoever they're with, might order something or will order something, but if they have specific needs, it's okay. Like one of our customers only eats Subway. That's the only thing that he eats. So he can come and eat his Subway. That's okay, because it's not because he's choosing that. It's a textural and something for him. And my girls will actually go around the counter if somebody's in a wheelchair, so that they can gesture to the cake fridge what they want, and be able to actually have autonomy in the ordering process. We have menus for visually impaired people.
Yep.
I think being welcoming as well. So really being welcoming to people, because often there have been bad experiences. So you've almost got to make up for that and allow people to feel like they're really welcome in a space.
I think it's important to mention that one of the things we do is catch up with the carers and the people with varying abilities on a very regular basis to see how we're tracking in those goals of what they're trying to achieve, but also to see how we can have opportunities to either accelerate that or to go into a different area. So what we find often, it's about structure for people. So one of the things we did was we created cards with pictures which has examples of those. So the mechanisms we put in place as a business is basically touching base very, very regularly with people.